Welcome back to another update video on the channel. Today we'll be covering the latest update to Go Simulator version 1.156, specifically 1.156.2 since it's actually been over a week since the full update came out. But since there was a little bit of content added in the latest 0.2 version, we'll go ahead and cover that too in this video. And the video has been kind of a little bit delayed because of that. Anyways, the main section of this video is a NPC that came out in Remnant Zone. So we'll go ahead and teleport over there. This NPC is called the Blue Bunny, as this is content that's over a week old. Most of you guys are probably already done with this questline or already know about this questline. But it's a questline located in the first area of Remnant Zone, which you can access once you get one rebirth, and then go ahead and get yourself back up to antenna level 20. Most of the people watching this should already know this, just covering in case new people here. Once you do get into Remnant Zone, it is located, as I said, in this first area right over here. And you can go ahead and talk to it once you get up to antenna level 30. It is a bit confusing since it is located in an area that you only need antenna level 20 to get to, and antenna level 30 isn't actually needed on top of antenna level 29 for literally anything other than this. But you are still required to go ahead and get up to antenna level 30 to be able to talk to it. This functions very similar to how Luna does in Main Hub, and also how Human does in Wild West. It's a little bit confusing. It might get changed in the future to be a little bit more self-explanatory. Anyways, this questline is a new main questline, even though it is more of a, similar to Luna, more of a lore-based questline that how do you go back. The reason it's main is because it is a main part of second arc for now, and it also does provide a pretty cool perk that will that some people might find helpful. For its rewards, as I said it before, it has a perk, it has a board, and it has a pet. The pet is a smaller version of itself. The board's a pretty cool one that was leaked on Twitter with a clock and some cards that spin around you. And the perk is actually a new teleport perk. Not a very interesting perk, but it will help you if you are planning on doing grinding for either gum or rebirths maybe, or anything else where you need to teleport back and forth to the same spot. Once you go ahead and get the perk, there will be two ways to go ahead and use it. You can either go ahead and click a button that will appear next to sell to teleport there instantly, and hovering over that will open up a menu, and then there will also be a button in the map menu that will allow you to go ahead and select a place to go ahead and teleport to every time you go ahead and click the TP button. This will be saved across worlds, so if you select somewhere in Remnant Zone, clicking it in Main Hub will instantly, or will prompt you to teleport to Remnant Zone. It sounds, I think it sounded better when I created the perk than saying it out loud and explain it. But it can be pretty helpful, especially if you're grinding places like Backdoor or Remnant Zone where you really want to just teleport to the same spot over and over and over again. On top of this, there is a new setting added in the settings menu, which will allow you to turn off or on prompts to teleport. So right now with it on, every time that you try to switch worlds, you'll go ahead and get a prompt for that. If you go ahead and turn it off, you'll be able to just instantly TP like it was before. This applies to everywhere where you can TP, including the journal, teleport in the different areas, including like the Backdoor teleporter, Main Hub to Ghost World, stuff like that, where it would instantly teleport you to a different world by touching it. A few other things in addition. On top of all this, there were some other small changes in this update. One of the biggest things that was actually changed was some major buffs to boosted gums. So the gums that you're able to go ahead and buy in the store over here that no one ever actually buys, got some significant buffs. One of the easiest ones is the boosted lucky gum and the boosted event drops gum got increased multipliers. Boosted lucky gum now provides a triple instead of a double luck for unboxing, and still lasts for an hour. And the boosted event drops gum now gives you a 4x multiplier to the amount of drops you get from events, and lasts for 30 minutes. This is a small buff. It's not as it's not a non-significant buff like you'd think, with it halving in duration and doubling in the amount, since you're actually getting triple the amount when you actually factor in the amount you'd get without the gum. But overall, these buffs should help them be a little bit more competitive and make it a little bit better for the people who do end up buying them. Additionally, boosted Photon Blaster Gum. Looks like I forgot to rename it in here. But got reworked to be boosted Vacuum Gum, which now will increase all aspects of your vacuum for 1 hour. And instead of just increasing the rate that you can shoot, it'll now do that, increase the range, so you'll have a 1.5x increase to your range, which does multiply with the 2x multiplier from the Game Pass, which can give you a super long range. It will give you a additional stream, so you can have up to 6 streams now if you're using boosted boosted Vacuum Gum. It'll increase your vacuum speed by 2, and then there might be one other buff I'm forgetting at this point. But overall, it has a few more buffs, and should be a little bit better. On top of all this, boosted gums will now be able to be used at the same time as another gum. So if you want to go ahead and use a boosted event drops gum while using XM, you can go ahead and do this. The gums that you're allowed to use it with is actually capped. You aren't allowed to use anything higher than legendary rarity. So no using Godly's Lucky Gum or mythical boss gum or riff gum at this point. This is just due to how the multipliers work in the game. It's best to not have that, making a mess. But yes, in addition to this, there was also a change to crate keys, which I think was announced on Twitter, so most people are probably already aware of it. But now instead of just being the same as unboxing with gems, they'll now have the 2.5x luck, which will make it a lot more likely for you to get something good when you're using crate keys. As a small downside, crates that didn't cost gems before got their price increased from 1 crate key per crate to up to 5 crate keys per crate, which is a bit more expensive and makes it a little bit more balanced for those things, specifically the void crates, where people would just spend crate keys on those and crown keys would be pretty much worthless. So hopefully that helps even it out, making crown keys a little bit more useful and crate keys a little bit less dominant on those crates. But yeah, now you can go ahead and use crate keys. Hopefully get a little bit better stuff easier for some new players or people that have crate keys just lying around. That's pretty much it for the big content added that most people are going to care about. New NPC, changes to boosted gum, and crate keys. But there was a bit more lore that was dropped in this update. The entire NPC obviously has some lore, a lot of pretty significant to the actual Ghost Sim lore. But in addition to that, there was actually a little bit of lore dropped in the end of the quest line, where it has you go check out a journal room, which can actually be accessed by putting in keys that you get from the quest line into all these locks in the internal level 29 area of Remnant Zone. And once you put them all in, a secret room will go ahead and open. As you guys can probably see, I haven't actually done the quest yet, so I don't actually have any of these keys to show it off. But let me know that if you guys do that quest, you can go ahead and open a secret room with a journal. That does help you understand a little bit more of the lore for Ghost Simulator. On top of that, I think that's it for this update. If you guys like this update and are fine with this video coming out a little bit later, just due to the fact that update wasn't quite complete, let me know. If you guys would prefer if I just cover updates as they come out, let me know, because I know this update is a little bit later. I know people probably would prefer it to be when the big part of the update comes out, but honestly, I didn't have the time to go ahead and do that, so it ended up being a little bit more delayed. Anyways, that's it for this update. If you guys have ideas, comments on the game itself, you guys, like, I don't know, have suggestions, feel free to leave that in the comments. One of the things I have been looking for a while is confirmation that people actually like this perk, because from what I've seen, like, when I was making the perk, I thought it was going to be great, but when I added it, I realized it was probably underrated or overrated, where it's going to be pretty bad. But I want to know what you guys think about that. If you guys do end up using that perk a lot, let me know. Otherwise, if you have any other ideas for making it slightly better, like maybe one of the things I have seen was people saying add a hotkey for it, which I think I'm going to be able to pretty easily add, which should make it a little bit easier for people to go ahead and make use of it, because before, like with a hotkey, it just makes everything better, I think. But anyways, yeah. That's it for update 1.56. I might have missed some stuff. Check the patch notes, obviously, in the Discord if you want to know full details. And I will see you guys probably in a few hours when I actually do my stream for hard mode, because that is coming up sooner than I'd like to think. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you. Bye.